What?
Well, most of the cars have a reserve fuel switch in it, so the guys know about a lap ahead of time when it's going to run out, so they'll fill it sputter, but fill that up.
And
Sorry, James.
Kyle Busch almost saved it. He collects Logano, and he's in the wall with Keselowski.
Yeah, you saw Joey Logano trying to keep Kyle Busch behind him, tried to block him, and Kyle went to the inside, and I think they made a little bit of contact and around, or what really just ultimately created this mess. So here's a big push coming from teammate Denny Hamlin. Kyle's got a huge run, gets right to the rear bumper of Joey Logano, and you can see as he pops out. I mean, I don't know if the air turned Joey a little bit or they made contact first, but around went Joey Logano.
Then the care center. Ryan Newman came down, and everybody behind piles up.
I saw a lot of rear tire spin on that restart. I think a lot of guys were struggling with grip, and they just started losing control. Maybe it could have been contact. Could have been contact from the 24 and that nose on that Camaro of William Byron as he gets to the rear bumper of Ryan Newman.
And it looked like he had been hit by the 4 of Kevin Harvick, which may have sent him into Newman.
He was already, you could see William Byron was already out of shape as Kevin Harvick made contact with the 24.
Trouble.
Correct. Here's the big one. Man.
Well, there goes half the field.
Sure does.
And it's Ryan Newman leading them around.
Right before he made contact with the 2, hooks his bumper, turns him around.
Oh, he slammed Alex Bowman. And then it's on. And for the second time in less than a handful of years, Eric Almirola ends up being knocked out of a good chance to win the Daytona 500.
Here on board with Austin Dillon. He even downshifted, trying to get that car slowed down enough to avoid this accident.
Riding with Jimmy Johnson, our Chevy Cam.
Gets slammed. One of the cars loses control. I think that was Martin Truex Jr. Came down, made heavy contact with Jimmy on the right side.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Wow. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Scoring. Unofficial.
Blaney being pushed by Denny Hamlin. He tries to go to the outside, then the inside. They lock bumpers. It turns Ryan Newman around. Upside down he goes. Corey LaJoie coming along, making contact.
Just lifting Newman's car up and over Ryan Blaney. Finishing second. Blaney tried the top side, tried to get low. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the onrushing Corey LaJoie picking it up and over. Here they come for the white flag from Credit One Bank.
Tons of contact.
Trouble! William Byron backing up through the field. There was contact among several drivers, and we are under caution. The race is not over.
I think that tire blew on the 12 of Blaney with heavy contact and damage. I think maybe the leader had seen the white flag.
And race control has confirmed that since the leader saw the white flag.
Tyler Reddick sliding back. Oh, more contact. As you see, Eric Jones just, everybody's just going for it there. Well, that was wild and crazy coming off of turn 4. They knew they were coming to the white flag. So Blaney gets to the outside. They're 3-4 wide here. Eric Jones comes up, squeezes William Byron into the 12 of Ryan Blaney.
Coming to the white flag. Under green.
Yeah, no doubt that was before the caution came. Number 8 car, he's been phenomenal in restarts this year. Oh, Hamlin gets loose.
And around goes Keselowski, and Blaney has damage. Second caution, lap 65. Hamlin, Keselowski, Blaney involved at turn 3.
3 wide going into turn 3. Ooh, boy, I don't know if he got loose first or if he made contact with Brad Keselowski as they entered the corner.
So Hamlin has a lot of damage and a lot of right front damage to Blaney.
So here, right here, yeah, it just looks like Brad decided he wanted to turn underneath the traction compound. I think Denny was looking like he was going to go straighter into the corner. Not saying that was intentional, but it's certainly, they made contact before this, and then it was just along for the ride.
Ryan Blaney's made it back to his
Stenhouse, almost 4 wide at the very bottom, makes contact, sends him directly into that inside wall and then into that safer barrier.
And in that initial skirmish, one of those cars involved was Quin Houff, who has never turned a lap here, and yet started this race from 27th. So damage front and rear to Stenhouse. That looks,
heavy
I don't know,
damage.
Jeff, pretty terminal. Into the wall hard.
Unbelievable, our leader. Shaking his head, boy, he's frustrated with that. Had such a great car. That did not work out for, Kyle Busch turns Chase Elliott.
Hard into the wall. And almost back up into traffic.
Clint Bowyer getting pushed. Almost collects him. Man.
Bowyer has hit it hard. And that will put us under caution at lap 97.
He's going to hop out. I don't know if that was something under the hood or just after he hit the wall. Could be a right front tire.
Clint Bowyer had high hopes for tonight. He was running 11th.
I reckon.
But up front, they're racing for the win.
Blaney's
the crash
ahead.
is in the back, and Blaney is the leader. Stenhouse comes back to him on the bottom. Off turn 4, 3 wide.
Not over yet. Here comes Eric Jones.
Nemechek trying to push Jones. Eric Jones with help. Here comes Almirola. Crash into the wall. I think it's Stenhouse. It might be Blaney.
Oh my goodness. They were 3-4 wide? Heavy contact. Wow.
With 9 laps to go in stage 2, Kyle Busch
now that's
piles up his Camry.
That's something you don't see very often. He was in a pretty heated battle with Ryan Blaney.
6th caution flag, lap 76.
Visibly not happy about that one. Nice to see the window net down though
on pit road, and they just all got stacked up right there. One driver had to slow up because of a guy turning into his pits, and then they just all stacked up.
And this is the narrowest pit road on the series.
Yeah,
24 feet, and cars on the.
Denny Hamlin from the lead slams into the wall. Again, we see a right front failure, and Hamlin hard into the wall.
Down here if you can. Catch your breath.
By Denny Hamlin there. Great to see him climb out of the car.
Off into turn 1, and the right front goes.
Seen some big impacts today. such a big hit.
It's so surprising to me, too.
Oh, it's Michael
Oh,
gonna
just
turn it.
turned around and hard in the wall.
Bubba Wallace decided, I'm going to move you up out of the groove. He does that. And it just, boy, hard to see. Bubba came up a little bit earlier on the straightaway, but then the 34 came back down and clipped him in that right rear. So here's the initial contact. Once you make that contact, Mike, you better make it significant enough to get free of that car, or there's a chance something like that's going to happen.
Oh, the 12 gets loose up the racetrack.
And the 22 almost into him. He has to check up. They all check up behind him.
And the 4 almost got into turning 2. Now the 3 wide.
And around goes the 18. He catches the 19. Mark Truex Jr. into the wall.
Straight. Get going. They're wrecking behind it. Pick it up a little bit.
Contact. Cole Custer involved.
From the highest of high to now the low. Cole Custer wins at Kentucky and now wrecks out at Texas.
And that wreck started at the front of the pack on the exit of turn 4. And
There's a big wreck. Huge wreck.
Hard
Hard
into
hit.
the wall. Matt DiBenedetto. He gets tagged by Austin Dillon.
See ya. And something with Brooks.
I saw
Copy.
Logano in the back of the back of the shot. His car
There
was
he is.
turning
Clear
right,
off, clear
going
off.
to the wall.
Wow. Push that Atlanta car back out front. More wrecking.
And around goes the 95 and the
Oh,
37.
hard hit.
Hard into the wall.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's awful.
Ryan Preece in the 37.
Fantastic.
That's Ryan talking.
Glad to hear that.
Contact.
Oh.
Poor Ryan Preece. We talked about he's had a string of last place finishes, and wow, such a Junior and I in this booth when he was heading to that wall, we were both cringing. It's not what you want to see, but it's good to see him get out of that car. Look at this angle of impact.
So violent. 3,400 pounds of race car just thrown up into the air after it bounced off that inside wall.
You see the